uh, together, but they didn't have the spark, and that's what Chasm helped them find.
Yeah.
Like people like Cuckles, especially the old fella, what's his name? Jimmy Chai, yeah. That helped because he was always happy in that place just before he had the schizophrenic attacks. And Joe Guy, why Joe? Because he'd never heard his music played. It was just all acoustic and in the mind. And so by the time he got to Chasm, then the live stuff came in, and then you can see that in your mind, and then it's so there's a lot of things that the Chasm triggered off, which in a lot of cases a lot of people wouldn't have been able to start that up.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
and I don't think a lot of the musos going around today realise, the struggle that musos had gone through in those days. Just to get her, and how Chasm was instrumental in building up that base, you could say, to move away from, because back in those days, or before you fellas come along and us mob come along and that, the main music was rock and roll and country western.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're all covers, right? Once you fellas started on the scene and us mob and Cuckles and them and also hard times, the music changed. But you fellas were very instrumental in changing that.
Well, we didn't,
we didn't, getting our mob, our musos to think, well we can write music too, we can write in a different genre.
Yeah, that's right.
Baby Blue. Play Baby Blue.
Yeah. And then I played Baby Blue was.
We were playing, Bob Marley and
that's right.
Beatles and stuff like that,
Well,
we still do.
We still do. Yeah, so our people were like, the Beatles and we do all covers like that. But also we were learning, so we didn't even have a clue what we looked like musically. Or what we're about to go into musically. Together, but they didn't have the spark, and that's what Chasm helped them find. Like people like Cuckles, especially the old fella, what's his name? Jimmy Chai, yeah. That helped because he was always happy in that place just before he had the schizophrenic attacks. And Joe Guy, why Joe? Because he'd never heard his music played. It was just all acoustic and in the mind. And so by the time he got to Chasm, then the live stuff came in, and then you can see that in your mind, and then it's so there's a lot of things that the Chasm triggered off, which in a lot of cases a lot of people wouldn't have been able to start that up.
And I don't think a lot of the musos going around today realise, the struggle that musos had gone through in those days. Just to get her, and how Chasm was instrumental in building up that base, you could say, to move away from, because back in those days, or before you fellas come along and us mob come along and that, the main music was rock and roll and country.